Hey folks, welcome to another video by Doing It Cheap. I already had one comment about my do-it-yourself homemade selfie stick that I made for 20 cents in about 2 minutes. Just to hold like your camcorder or 35mm camera. And someone come along and they said, but that won't hold my iPhone. Oh, I remember when them iPhones first come out, this boy says, look at my iPhone, it'll do all kinds of stuff. It costs $500, and if it falls off a 20-foot building and smashes into pieces, I got insurance and they'll give me another. Well, I reached in my pocket and I pulled out this little old phone that I bought at Walmart for $9.95. He was telling me all the things his phone would do, and I said, look at this. I said, I can punch in numbers and people answer on the other end. I can talk on this thing, and it cost me $9.95. And if it falls off a $20 building, who gives a darn? I'll just get me another. But anyway, in response to the people needing a selfie stick for their iPhone, what I did is I never ever thought I would get one of these. It's one of them phones, you know, that's got the screen on the front that breaks all the damn time whenever it's in a working man's pocket. But anyhow, my wife insisted on I get it because she didn't like the fact my little flip phone would run out of minutes, and I couldn't get the unlimited through Straight Talk at Walmart unless I had the iPhone. So fine, I got the dadgum fancy phone, and of course the glass broke on it and all that. You know, all I use it for is to talk or text. I hate texting. I got big hands, and I hate texting. It just seems like the world today does not know how to communicate face to face, or at least talk to one another. The people today, I just can't get over. Anyway, let me show you real quickly what I did to make a selfie stick to hold this iPhone. I found me a piece of cedar, just a cedar stick. I'm trying to figure out how this works. There we go. And what I did is I drilled a hole in it. You see a hole there. And if you look at the sides, I just went up the bench grinder and I ground out a section right here for a bolt head, and this section right here I cut on the chop saw to hold the phone itself. Now I'm going to pause the camera here in just a second, put it all together. But I found a commode bolt. That's a 5/16 bolt, got a big head on it. And I took a flat washer and I bent it, and then I put black electrician's tape around it to protect the phone itself. And of course, just got one nut to go on it. So I'm going to pause the video, I'm going to put this thing together, and you'll see how it works. Okay, we got it all put together now. See there? You got your own selfie stick that'll hold an iPhone, where you can take a movie of yourself with your fancy camera instead of that, and I got it on the tripod there. And back here you can access all the buttons you need to access on it, and turn around and smile at the birdie. But that's it. That was in response to that they needed a selfie stick for an iPhone, and of course got to do it cheap. And I'm going to show you something else though that ain't cheap. Hold on. Let me step down. Now I said I was going to show you something that ain't cheap. Well, it's definitely not cheap in quality. Matter of fact, it's about the highest quality I've ever seen. And this is one way that me and the Idaho Hillbilly got to be friends. He had this knife for sale. That's a beautiful knife. He had this knife for sale on eBay that he made himself. And it's got his logo right there on it, the Idaho Hillbilly logo. And I asked him I had never met him before, and I asked him real nice, would he mind, could I pay him a little extra to put my name on it? I would really like to have that. So he did. I don't want to show it up close, but he put my name right there, or Miss Kitty did, his wife. And I just wanted to brag about that knife right there. And if you ever need you a good knife, this is made in America by Americans with American steel. This ain't Chinese steel. He hand forges these. And I just wanted to show you right quick, you know, this piece of cedar here, I can just start peeling that stuff off like it ain't nothing. I mean, you talk about a good knife. So if you need a good knife, whether it's for hunting or fishing or just whittling, go to the Idaho Hillbilly.com. That's his website. Or look for him on Facebook. Look for Miss Kitty and the Idaho Hillbilly. Look on Etsy. On eBay, it's Idaho.Hillbilly. But man, you talk about a whittling knife. I really like this thing right here, and it's one of my prized possessions. And after talking to him and learning about him, watching his videos, I tell you what, there ain't a finer bunch of people in the world that I've ever met, and they ain't asking nobody for nothing. You know, they just want to try to live as much off the grid and as simply as they possibly can. And it's people like that this country was built on. And it's kind of nice to see people out there that ain't out just try to beat you out of something. Now, the prices he charged for these, in my opinion, are about 1/4 of what he ought to charge for them, because of the labor he puts in them. But it's I guess you might say it's a labor of love, because man, you can tell it in the quality, the balance, the feel of the knife, and it just makes that old hard cedar just come right off there, and I really like it. So if you need some good decals, if you need some lettering on a t-shirt, give me a holler. I'll fix you up. But now you want a good knife, you ask the Idaho Hillbilly to make you one. Man, they're good. Well, y'all have a great day and a better tomorrow. We'll see you later.